Hi, I'm Pat James Dementry, and I wanted to take just a moment to share something very personal and sort of a mission, and that is to make sure you and your family and the people you love have a carbon monoxide detector. You know, I had a carbon monoxide detector for years, plugged it in, never thought about it. I only had one. One night when I was laying in bed, it went off, but just for a couple of minutes. I didn't really think anything about it. Went through my day, got off the air. On the way home, something said to me, you know what, maybe you should go buy a new one, because I thought that one was broken. So I'll be honest, I stopped, I bought one for each floor. When I got them home and I plugged them in, they were blaring. Because realize carbon monoxide is odorless, it didn't smell like anything, and I thought it couldn't be happening to me. Well, thank goodness I did that, because those carbon monoxide detectors saved my life and my family's life. When I called 911, they came and they made sure that everything was fine.
You know, this is a threat that so many of us do not really think could occur in the safest place on earth, and that is our home.
Yes.
Joining us is Erica Swineford, and her and her team bring this honestly amazing and life-saving potential product here. It's from USI, a company that is one of the largest manufacturers of smoke and carbon monoxide alarms in the world.
Yes.
And what we've done is something pretty cool. For those of you that have maybe put off buying that carbon monoxide, detector, you're thinking, I'm changing the batteries, I don't have to worry about it. This is a permanent power carbon monoxide alarm with a 10-year battery that comes on board. It's $39.75. It's our only buy more, save more of the show, because you should have this on every floor of your house. However, we have fewer than 700 to go around, and this is going to be a no reorder opportunity. So actually fewer than 500, I misspoke. So these could go quickly. Erica, why did they call carbon monoxide the silent killer?
Well, exactly, because just like Pat said, it's odorless, it's colorless, it's tasteless. So unless you have a detector like this one, you will not know that you have it. And your home will look the same, nothing will be amiss, but a detector is really the only way to truly know if it's in your home. And if you're wondering, well, do I have carbon monoxide in my home? It's not going to happen to me.
Right.
Well, there are so many sources in your home. Basically, if you live in a home, chances are you probably have a source of carbon monoxide. So things like portable heaters, your chimney, a fireplace, a water heater, we all have those. Furnace, your gas range or vent, a clothing dryer, a generator, your grill, your automobile, running in the garage. Any of those things can be a potential source of carbon monoxide in the home.
Well, and carbon monoxide travels. It doesn't just stick to the one floor, which I think is why you should definitely dial in while we have these remaining in stock to do so. Because something that I found was very interesting, I was reading some information about this, and I have had our carbon monoxide alarm go off, and there are actually so many calls to fire stations related to carbon monoxide, and there's no fire.
Right. And because it's odorless, it's colorless, it's tasteless, it's caused by the incomplete combustion of fossil fuels. So things like oil, natural gas, coal, wood, and you're probably in your mind saying, check.
Yeah.
I have that in my home.
Got it.
And it's a common occurrence. You've probably all read, stories in the newspaper or on the internet about, situations and tragedies that have occurred from carbon monoxide. And what's great about this is that it protects you. It's really the least expensive insurance policy you'll ever buy.
Absolutely.
And the fact remains that there are homes in America that still do not have carbon monoxide detectors, and it's just a simple way to protect you, to protect your family, when you're eating, when you're cooking, when you're reading, and especially when you're sleeping. And that's what I love about it.
So take me through what I do when I get this home.
Absolutely. Well, you're going to get it home, and it's going to have a little tab in it like this, and that's just going to keep the battery fresh. All you're going to do to activate it is pull that tab out. There is a little sticker on the side that you can write the date you activate it, and like you said, Courtney, 10 years permanent power battery.
10 years.
Yeah, you can sit it anywhere. And this is the smallest permanent power carbon monoxide detector on the market. So it's so small and inconspicuous. You can sit it anywhere. It comes with a screw, so if you want to mount it on the wall next to your thermostat, you can do that too. And because it's just a regular battery, you don't have to dispose of it in any special way. The ones that with the lithium batteries you have to dispose of as hazardous materials. Not this one. It's simple at the end of that 10-year life cycle. But what you're going to love is that once you pull that tab, you can forget about it, but it is working for you. I mean, no matter what you're doing.
That to me, I just think the battery alone for $39.75, but then you're getting something that could potentially save your life. I love how you can mount it on the wall. I love how we see it right there. Is that on the actual furnace?
Yes, yes, it is. And you know, you can put it anywhere. You know, all the potential sources, you know, we're showing you. And what the National Fire Protection Association recommends is at least one on every level, just for basic protection. Ideally, if you want to put them in every bedroom, if you have heavy sleepers. I know my husband and my oldest daughter, who's 14, they're heavy sleepers. So I like to have one in their bedrooms.
Sure.
Because evenings, like tonight when I'm not there, you know, it'll wake my husband up so that he can be alerted to danger. And I have 6 children, and this is one of those things that I am so passionate about. And you know, my mother-in-law kind of teases me, but I'm so passionate about carbon monoxide detection because it's just something that, you know, up until recently, we haven't really thought much about, and we need to. You know, even when my kids travel and go to sleepovers or you know retreats, things like that, I can tuck it in their bag and they can take it with them because it's so tiny and portable. And if you have a college student,
that's a
perfect gift.
One. So is there any setup in this? Because I just want you to be clear on because there's not many to go around and we're down to our final quantities. Do I need to press a button after I remove? What does the alarm sound like?
No, and once you pull that tab, it starts working for you.
So even though there's nothing on the screen, it's actually on.
It's actually working. You'll get a blink from that light every so often to show it's working. But what you'll see here, we actually have modified this one to detect something. Now, it's not detecting anything in the QVC studios, but we've set it so that it shows what a detecting one would sound like. So I'm going to push the button. It'll be very loud, but this is what it sounds like if you would have carbon monoxide in your home.
Whew, okay.
So plenty loud.
Yes.
And you can see there the reading is 422. This will detect anything from 30 to 999, but there you see it was 422. Now, if your alarm sounds, you want to just call emergency services right away. Get out of the house, call emergency services, let them determine the source of the leak, and then you know you're safe.
Well, we started the show with more than 500, and we are now down to fewer than 200. This is a no reorder. We've had 30,000 spoken for just this year alone since its debut. This is when you can shop with confidence that this is one of the world's leading manufacturers of smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. We included the buy more, save more so that you can have more than one. I know personally, Jerome, if you can order me 2, we have the carbon monoxide through our alarm. There's only 100 now to remain, so I'm glad I put that in. But I'm kind of talking myself into it because our house is from 1947, and while we have a carbon monoxide on every floor, we have 11-foot ceilings because our house in Philadelphia is vertical. And so I like that there's no outlet needed. So I could literally put this next to our bedstand and also in the guest room as well, because this is a 10-year battery.
Right, 10 years, so you won't have to think about this for a decade. But I love that you said that, Courtney. You know, it doesn't take up an outlet. The old one that I had was big and huge. It took up 2 outlets because it was so large. This is great because you can literally tuck it anywhere. You can even tuck it behind, you know, a vase or a picture frame if you don't even want to look at it, but it's working for you. And that's the key, because when you're sleeping, when you're cooking, all, you know, everything that we do in our homes, you know, the place that's really our sanctuary, this is keeping us safe while we're there.
So you're going to see when you get it home, you're going to pull out that red tab and that's going to activate the battery and keep it fresh. Remember, it is good for 10 years.
10 years.
You write the date that you get it on there and then you'll replace it in 10 years. It's going to look like it's not on, but occasionally you will see flashes of light, and should a carbon monoxide issue arise, you're going to know about it with that very loud beeping noise.
Right, and there is a test button. You can test it once a month. And again, this is the smallest permanent power carbon monoxide detector on the market. So you're getting a great, you know, portable, inconspicuous little unit for, you know, just
and it's sold out. So congratulations to all of you. I'm a happy customer.